What's good, everyone? Churcheen here. In this video, I'm gonna be ranking, guys, the transformations of Dragon Ball. Going as far from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and obviously Dragon Ball Super. Now, I think what this tier list was trying to do was trying to include the ones from the main canon. The Obviously, filler and all that, but all that aside, they include Broly's as one. Now, I think they probably included this one here, probably because of, you know, Broly not being canon and all that. But regardless, I'm gonna be ranking the guys through a tier list. Now, favorite is just like, just my favorite. I like them in every aspect, if not also, almost right. Peak is like, yeah, they're definitely up there, but or maybe just not quite, or it's just not my favorite. Great is like, yeah, they definitely they're like solid and all that, but maybe there's some things like some issues with it. Alright, it's like I like it more than I hate it. Neutral's like I'm 50-50 on it. I don't hate it, I don't like it. I'm in the middle. Mass, like I hate it more than I like it, and then obviously trash is like I don't like them at all. Now, I'm gonna be ranking the transformations primarily for the design. I also like the lore behind it, how they were handled in the series and all that. Yeah. Let's begin. Okay, Great Ape. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll put Great Ape in the gray. I always loved it, especially since I was a kid. It's really cool. It's kind of like a werewolf concept and about that. Also, on top of things more, I hear like this was originally how the Saiyans were used to be like, but before they evolved into like look more human-like. It's just a cool transformation. It's pretty interesting. Now, Kaioken um isn't technically a transformation, but I think I like it more than I hate it. Yeah, it's an alright technique. It's good and all that, but I don't know. Just that's all I can say. Okay, now Super Saiyan, that's definitely a favorite. I do feel like um there's not enough acknowledgement for how impactful Super Saiyan is, dude. Like the road to Super Saiyan, I dare say myself that it's the top moment in anime history. Like nothing can ever top it. There are some things that transformations that probably had like a similar vibe to it in the modern sense. But overall, this is just something that could never ever be topped. That I will say that with confidence. You can quote me on that. I don't care, bro. That is freaking facts, yo. Okay. Super Vegeta. Yeah, I like Super Vegeta. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, Super Trunks, however, well, Super Saiyan second grade and Super Saiyan third grade. I don't know, just it's just for simplicity. Super Saiyan third grade. I kind of like his design. I think it's a little too much. I'm gonna leave it. I think I'm gonna leave it below Kaioken. Obviously, it has like the whole issues with stamina, speed. You guys know the drill. Legendary Super Saiyan. Okay, now this one I like a lot, dude. Like my favorite color is green. After that is like blue, but I just like this transformation. It's kind of like, cause I hear like that the transformation was made after Super Trunks, and like the Super Saiyan third grade, and you can always see the correlation between them design wise. But this is just like it's just a whole different league, man. This is just different. Like this is just raw, awesome, cool as fuck. Yeah. All right, Super Saiyan 2. I think I'll put Super Saiyan 2 also in peak. I think it's a very underrated transformation. It's not as flashy as Super Saiyan 3, like, but it's not. But it's more powerful than like Super Saiyan. It's not as iconic as Super Saiyan. Obviously, I think I dare say Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's transfer to Super Saiyan 2 is also definitely one of the most iconic scenes ever as well. But definitely not in the same likes of Super Saiyan. This one, it's like better than Super Saiyan in every way possible, but it doesn't have the issue of Super Saiyan. It's not as much Super Saiyan 3, but it doesn't have the issues. This is one, it's like the middle. It doesn't has like the best of both worlds. Okay. Super Kaioken. I think I'm gonna put this one to man. I do see that this one is definitely an interesting one. It has something going for it, like an interesting concept. But obviously, this is basically a suicide transformation. If you're alive, you're instantly dead. Obviously, characters like Vegeta and like, I think Gogeta as well. I'm not sure. Like in Heroes, like they have access to transformation and all that because well they're fusions and all that. But it's Heroes. It's not canon and all that. But I don't know. I like to think of this like a cool what if transformation. That's kind of how I like to think about it. But I don't know. It's pretty interesting to see. Super Saiyan 3. Wow. Um. Now I would easily put this one in the low peak, but I think it's more fitting that it's in the. Is it below grade ape? Hard to say. I never liked the design, the eyebrows initially. Like I still kind of don't like it too much, but I do like it better than I did before. It's a very majestic transformation, and the whole sequence of it, how like it shaped the world and all that. Dude, it's also like, they're just iconic. After that, like it's back to back. Like Jesus Christ. But it's definitely sucks to see that this transformation is just mishandled. Like this transformation like made Goku a liar, and because he lied about it to Vegeta at the time when they're fighting. But at the same time, this transformation was actually I heard like a hero was not made during that sequence, so it's hard to really justify. It just sucks. This could have been a really cool ass transformation. It really is design wise. But it sucks how it's handled. I know GT kind of like did it better, like mastered it, but he was a kid, so obviously he couldn't really utilize it to the fullest and all that. So, you know, I just wish this transformation was just done better justice. But with the other transformations, the God forms and all that, it's very unlikely we will see that again. All right, potential unleashed. Okay, this one. I think I'm gonna put this one at peak. I would say my favorite, but I think the transformation itself, it's a very interesting one. It's sort of like drawing out your max power, but staying on your base form. Because as a kid, I always kind of like view this transformation as Gohan, not in the same vein as false Super Saiyan or like Super Saiyan power, but because it always looked to me like Gohan and Super Saiyan 2, but with his base hair color. That's kind of how I viewed it as a kid. But other than that, it's just a very interesting concept, and obviously should be more utilized. So that give it up, like especially with Piccolo, after Dragon Ball Super. I guess the only like kind of thing I have for it, like the only like Piccolo I gotta think I gotta pick from, is that the thing I understand is like this one is like it draws out your max power, but we see Gohan he has to transform it to again. So it's like the the, can he not like train any further beyond that? Like I don't know, it's confusing. But obviously the justification towards that is like Gohan has to like maintain his training to able to keep the transformation, at least to have the easy access. But other than that, just a very interesting form. All right, Golden Great Ape. Um, yeah, I think I'll put Golden Great Ape above Great Ape. It's a really cool it's a really cool thing, cool concept, but it's basically Super Saiyan Great Ape. I just like it a lot. Okay, this one, dude, Super Saiyan 4. That is literally my favorite, dude. Dude, this transformation is the rawest ever, dude. Like, there's only a few transformations in the modern Dragon Ball history has ever actually sort of been relatively to competing with this, dude. This is just such a cool design. Like a mastered like grenade form, the hair, like the extended hair, the Rana's voice, like in Budokan Tenkaichi 3, right? like he says like let's skip like Goku said let's kick it up a notch. Like it's such a like a rough like similar to like Super Saiyan 3, right? But more like kind of rougher, I'd say. But dude, it's just oh my god, everything about this transformation is just perfect, peak. I have nothing bad to say, literally, about this transformation alone, dude. Just oh my god. Now, technically speaking, it would be below Super Saiyan, but it's just like, oh my god, I would not hesitate. I would not hesitate any day. I would choose this transformation any day, dude. Any day. Alright. Super Saiyan God. Now Super Saiyan God was actually a transformation I did not like initially. I would put it my favorite, but I kind of didn't like how they handled it, you know, because I kind of wish that the transformation was used more in Resurrection of F. I think I'm gonna put this one. Let me see. Yeah, I think this one makes sense. I just don't like how it just quickly just disappeared. It did came back. Don't get me wrong, with Broly, Vegeta going to it and to the Tournament of Power, and in the manga especially. But I just don't like how little this transformation was used. And also like the whole healing ability. I guess they removed it because after that, because it would have been too broken. But other than that, I mean, it's just such a clean transformation, and it's kind of like taking Goku to like a whole new level. Like I remember I saw this on a Twitter thread, like saying like the Goku having like his base form hair on his god form is sort of like a representation, like Goku's entering like a new world of like of power and all that. So very very interesting, you know, very interesting. All right, Super Saiyan Blue. Now Super Saiyan Blue, I didn't like it. This is a transformation that I kind of hate sometimes. Not to say like not obviously here, but it's a transformation that I like. You can say like it's kind of like overused, you know. It has the whole like stamina issues and all. It has flaws. Now Super Saiyan God doesn't have any like too many like flaws and all. I don't think so, Raz. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't like how they did that with Blue and how quickly they done it. I think it would have made more sense if they introduced the transformation during the Goku Black arc. But I don't know. But it's I don't know. I just really like its aura. It's very clean and all that. I think I'm gonna put this one. I don't want to say it's all right. I think I'm gonna put it here. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I think I'm gonna put this one at definitely all right. I think it was definitely such an amazing thing to see return like Kaioken, and it was pretty raw. I don't know. I do like it a lot. I do like it a lot. Oh yeah, that's what I have to say. I don't know. I just don't have much to say. Super Saiyan Rose. Let me see. Because to me, Super Saiyan Rose, I always viewed it as kind of like Super Saiyan. It's basically Super Saiyan Blue, but just like built different, you know. I don't know. I guess I like it. It's hard to say because this is definitely a transformation that I like it. I like it kinda. I like it don't. You know. Like Goku Black just isn't any different for me. Obviously, it's R and a color and all that, but I don't know. It's still a very raw transformation regardless. All right. Now Super Saiyan Rage. Now Super Saiyan Gohan. Not Gohan. Future Trunks and Super Saiyan Rage. I don't know. It's just a transformation that like I do like it a lot, and I because you know he finally got like his own exclusive form. But the thing about this transformation I really do hate a lot. It's just how little context it was given around it. Like especially like if it's double like and it has like a very similar aura to Super Saiyan Blue. Like is this like similar? Like is this just like a false like Super Saiyan God form or something like that? Because I hear like it was something about Vegeta probably gave him some God key. I don't know, man. I don't think it makes sense. You know, I just hate how little explanation or little to no explanation was given to this transformation. I just wish that was given more context. It's very raw. Don't get me wrong, but you know, other than that, it's just basically like just Super Saiyan, it kind of like Broly's a bit, but it's just like kind of different, you know. I just, you know, this transformation just not really given much, you know. All right, Super Saiyan Blue Mastered. I haven't read much of the manga. I've seen quite a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't really read it for myself. Um, to a good extent in there. But Super Saiyan Blue Mastered, I don't know, man. I'm not. I can't really like find fondness like through just panels and all that. Um, I don't know. I don't want to say it's trash. But I don't want to say it's. I don't know. It's hard to say. Um, because I will say this, like the whole Hakai thing that he did on Samasu, I was pretty. That was definitely a raw moment. Such cold, like, dude. I don't know. I think we'll put it in trash. No, you know, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong, in concept, but it's just like me personally. I haven't seen enough of it to really judge a lot. And I don't know. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it. All right. Ultra Instinct Sign. Um, I think this one is definitely a favorite. Now, remember earlier in the vid, I did say that something about like there has been ways that like the Super Saiyan transformation has sort of like been like recreated in a way in modern Dragon Ball history. Yeah, I do say that Ultra Instinct Sign is definitely the modern day version of Super Saiyan, dude. I just like really like the moment, like Goku going beyond everything he did, pushing his limits, going from, you know, he went, because I remember he went from Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and the Spirit Bomb. Like, dude, he just went, he just shot Jiren with everything he had and nothing, and then just such new power. And I do like his echo voice, man. This is like, literally, man, this is such a very raw, like, peak, man. Every sense of the way, like, it's so awesome. And it does have like a lot. It gives me a lot of vibes also to Super Saiyan 4, because I remember Super Saiyan 4, especially Super Saiyan 4 full power, like how he dodge attacks and all that. Like he's kind of like invisible. Yeah, like this Ultra Instinct Sign just really is it awesome. And similar to Super Saiyan God, it's sort of Goku, leading into a whole new world of power. Like it's still kind of in the God realm. Don't get me wrong there, but it's just like it's just kind of like beyond that. You know. It's such an awesome transformation. Alright. Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Now I think I do like this transformation a lot. I think a lot than the typical people would do. Um, I would say that the transformation does need a little context on it, because it's like, I don't know, because I always viewed it as Super Saiyan Blue second grade. But I think it's more than that. I don't know. And I do like the colors. I like the dark blue in it. Really looks very well, very good, dude. It really is fitting for Vegeta. I do like it a lot. You know, it's very awesome. Mastered Ultra, well, or just Ultra Instinct. I don't want to say favorite, because the thing about this transformation is that like you don't really, it's not really Goku, because this is like him in a calm state. Don't get me wrong. It was definitely one of the best moments in Dragon Ball history. Don't get me wrong, but the way it's kind of been handled, like the stamina issues, like the manga and all that, you know, yeah, especially the Granola arc. I don't know. I think I'll put it here. I don't know. I think I'll put it here. Raffle Broly. Yeah, this is definitely kind of like Super Saiyan 4. This is basically Super Saiyan 4, like the modern version, but you know, just kind of like different. I'm not sure if I like it more than Blue Cow Can. It's hard to say. Yeah, I think I'll put it here. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed. I don't know. I wouldn't say like I like it too much, but yeah, I like it more than I hate it. I'll give you that. Okay, Super Saiyan, full power Super Saiyan, or the thing about this thing is this is basically legendary Super Saiyan. I never understood them sort of making a different name for it. It's the same shit. It's literally the same shit. As legendary Super Saiyan. Uh, Technically speaking, it would be. I will put it here, but it's just I don't understand what's the point of the difference. But again, this is definitely a good transformation. Don't get me wrong. It's just basically I understand like them rebranding it to like a different name. I was kind of it looks the same, you know. Also, I don't know why that music stopped, but Ultra Ego. Uh, Now at the time of this recording, we have no context whether this is Ultra Ego at its peak or the signed version. That was not given any. We were not given any context of that. Will that be retcon? It's hard to say, but I can easily see that happening. I would have to say that I still did not like the transformation, like the eyebrow design. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I don't know. Like I can kind of like dig it in some ways, but for me, you know, I go back and forth. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. You know, but this transformation, especially like the kind of like the way it's handled, it hasn't. I want to say it has been given some justice because whenever Vegeta goes into it, like he's kind of been taking some losses in there. Turning him to like a like a vile monster, like waiting for more damage to be done. But yeah, I think hmm, I think I'm gonna put it here. True Ultra Instinct. Now this is another one that I kind of like don't understand because the whole point of like Master Ultra Instinct is that this is like is mastered, and then apparently this is like beyond that. I mean, now when I look at it right from a different perspective, the reason why this is done is because Goku couldn't really like the thing about because the thing about Ultra Instinct Sun um is that you can act like you can act like yourself, but in Mastered Ultra Instinct or just Ultra Instinct, right? You have to always be in a calm state, you know. So it's really hard for you to like be yourself and fight like yourself when you're in that transformation. But Ultra Instinct Sun, you don't really have to face with that. So I kind of understand in one turn like why they did this and all that, but I don't know. Just the thing of the transformation, like, it's like visually wise, I don't know. It's the same shit, you know. But um, I don't want to say it's trash, but hmm, I'm neutral on it, you know. I'm neutral. Actually, I think I'll put it here. Gohan Beast. Okay. Okay, now this is definitely something I've been wanting. Now, I am a massive dude, massive Gohan fanboy since I was a kid, dude. Massive. Like, I was introduced to Dragon Ball Z Kai to Nicktoons, and I was a kid. I was like in second grade, and I feel like for me, right, I grew up alongside Gohan. Like I always like to believe that, because I remember as a kid, right, it was like, I think it was in the Saint Saga or Namek Saga that I started. I'm not sure. But regardless, Gohan was still a kid at the time, and I was also a little kid. And then, you know, evolving and like, Gohan the scholar, focusing on his studies, kind of how I'm similar, focusing on my studies for college and all that. And then, Gohan finally having like a transformation. Like, uh, I remember in Dragon Ball Super, for example, that when he was sparring with Super Saiyan Goku, like, you know, I really liked that moment. That was definitely one of my most favorite moments in Dragon Ball Super. I think it's definitely a top 10. Yeah, I think so. And I remember he said like, he wants to achieve like a new form. And I remember like in the manga, for example, like he said like he doesn't want to evolve as a saint, but rather as a human. I always found that to be like a very badass line. It's such a cold moment there. Um, and like this is definitely something that Gohan has deserved. I will say that at first, right, I thought it was like a pretty rushed transformation, but obviously at the same time when it comes to like a movie, they don't have they have like a strict running time, so it's really hard, you know, to really dedicate much time to almost every little moment because obviously some things are not gonna have as much as time as others. but I do say that this transformation is is definitely raw and awesome. I would like to say that the like the hair, because I know they were trying to go over a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It's too big, it's too big. It looks better like when it's like like had like too like drowned, like because 3D kind of it's kind of iffy. It's very iffy, in certain angles and all that. Uh, I would put it in my favorite, but we only have seen this transformation like I don't know if it was like 5 minutes, like the last portion of the movie. So it's not enough for me to judge it. But yeah, I think I'm put it. Yeah, I think I'll put it. She no, yeah, I think I feel confident about this. Uh, but that moment alone, yeah, it was just very raw, and I do like the colors, like the whole memes of Gohan Blanco. Like, yeah, I'm actually beginning to think that the creators are actually like saw the memes and they actually made it canon. But yeah, I do feel great about this list. Again, like neutral here, these transformations are just not. There's something about them I just don't like about like the explanation behind it. Ultra Instinct I can understand, true Ultra Instinct, but I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you disagree, agree. But thank you guys for watching the tier list. I'll definitely make more in the future. For other stuff like characters, maybe other transformations. Like I know they have not included. Um, yeah, because I know there's a couple here. But yeah, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. I'll see you guys then. Stay Churcheen. Check out the Discord and all that. And yeah, take care. And I'll see you guys then. Peace.